Hey, three-row SUV fans, time to get excited. We've got a new Honda Pilot. Bam! The new 4th generation Pilot is built on Honda's light truck architecture, which has some commonality with the Acura MDX. As you might have predicted, the Pilot's new body is stiffer than the previous. It's also grown, with a 2.7-inch longer wheelbase, plus wider front and rear tracks. The front brake rotors have also grown by more than an inch, and the variable steering ratio has been, quote, enhanced, according to Honda. So the odds are good that the latest Pilot will be a fun one to drive. Honda has conveniently brought 2 versions of the all-new Pilot for us to check out. The fanciest Elite trim and this Trailsport trim, that is the rugged off-road oriented version. Here they are side by side so you can get a sense of the stylistic differences. We'll dive deeper into what makes the Trailsport special shortly, but let's get the new Pilot's gist with the Elite. Looking inside the new Honda Pilot, this is the Elite trim. This is the fanciest one, but it's a very kind of simple, clean design. A lot of functionality though. So you've got this shelf over here that's big enough for me to put a cell phone. That's nice. And then over here in this bin, you've got a wireless phone charging port, but enough space to place another phone here if you wanted. And then back here behind the drive selector, center console area, and that's a pretty good amount of space. Yeah, you could definitely make good use of that. I also like the fact that heated seats come standard on even on the absolute cheapest version, and then they have altered the seat design. Let me get myself super comfortable and see how this feels. Yeah, Honda's done a good job updating their seats, but in let's say the HR-V, you don't have adjustable lumbar support. In here you do, and I can get a very, very comfortable seating position. Oh, that's nice. Moving to the second row, this is where things get really interesting. So this is a bigger Honda Pilot, and naturally interior space is better. I got a ton of knee space here, good head clearance. You have 10 degrees of recline with the seats here. And then in the middle, okay, this is really cool. You can flip this part forward, and is it this thing? Ah, good, I got it right. You've got 2 cup holders here and a nice center space. If you have kids back here, this will be the demilitarized zone that keeps them separated. But stealing a page out of the MDX playbook, the Honda Pilot also lets you remove this seat, and let's see if I can figure it out. Let's see, wait a second. There we go. Now be warned, this is 35 pounds, and as a weak man, this is gonna be at the absolute limit of my ability to lift. Let's see what happens. That's not bad, not a problem. What's great is that in olden times, if you took a seat out of a car, you'd have to leave it in your garage, but they've got underfloor storage here that is roomy enough to accommodate the seat. Let's see, did they put that in right? I did. You got a little belt here that lashes it in place, so you can leave that in the vehicle just in case you need that 8th seat. Honda also claims that the 3rd row is more comfortable in the new 2023 Pilot. I'm going to use my intense averageness, I'm 5'10" with a long torso, and see if it's worthy of an adult. One thing I really appreciate in the Honda Pilot is wide opening doors, so if you ever have to put a car seat in, that makes it much easier. And then also, you got the standard little button here. My daughter can use this, where you just press the button, and then the seat side slides right forward. Good places to set your feet, and here I am climbing inside. Oh! Actually, yeah, I've got excellent headroom here in the 3rd row. Knee clearance is adequate, and that front seat, or this seat here, is far enough forward. I bet if I asked somebody politely, they'd be willing to slide that up. So knee clearance isn't bad. The seat to butt ratio, I'm doing the wrong seatbelt here, but yeah, my feet aren't real high up, so I don't have that high knee thing. Fairly flat floor. Yeah, one thing I was curious about was visibility, because they've changed the rear window design here, so it's a little bit more stylish. It is a little claustrophobic, but you know, you make sacrifices for style. But in terms of space, I fit great. Ooh, and I got a vent. Look, a vent. Yay. The ability to carry up to 8 people is great, but what's even better is if you can carry the stuff that they want to bring with them. There are 22.4 cubic feet behind the 3rd row in the Honda Pilot, which is really good. That's a notable improvement. Should we see what it's like to put the seats down? Yeah, we should. Just pull this little thing. Oh, that's really easy. Pull and flip. And actually, I'm just gonna go forward here and see what it's like to put down the second row seat as well. That is a big, wide open, easy space. And assuming you have the middle seat in its position, or maybe you could theoretically leave this in your garage, you got a really expansive underfloor storage area. Let me see if I can lift 35 pounds again. Duh! Look at all that space. For power, the Pilot carries on with a 3.5-liter V6 engine, though it has been updated quite a bit, and it's paired with a 10-speed automatic transmission featuring standard paddle shifters. Hill descent control is newly standard, and there are up to 7 available drive modes, including Sport, Trail, and Tow. Regarding that last one, the Pilot's tow capacity peaks at 5,000 pounds, and no, Honda hasn't given us any fuel economy figures just yet. While I like a V6, there's been no mention of a hybrid Pilot. I don't know, I think a hybrid Pilot would be a really nice addition to the lineup. What do you think? The 2023 Pilot doesn't have a hybrid option, but for the first time ever, it does offer an optional panoramic glass roof. As for infotainment, it's handled in most trims by a 9-inch screen, though a 7-incher comes standard on the base Sport trim. With either screen, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are included, though both are wireless with the 9-inch screen. Honda's done a really good job of making a very clean, simple infotainment space with, you've got different colors for the icons here on the screen, you got a few physical buttons and a knob, and you've got this area right here where you can rest a thumb so you can make stable inputs when you're driving. And I also like the fact that wireless phone charging comes standard on all but the absolute cheapest Sport trim. Speaking of trims, the Pilot's trim lineup has been overhauled for 2023. The Sport trim is now the base version, with the EXL, Trailsport, Touring, and Elite trims above it in that order. But if you're an adventurous sort, I'll bet the one you're most interested in is that Trailsport. There are a few visual cues that let you know you're looking at a Trailsport versus one of the more on-road bound Pilots. You've got a unique front fascia here with the Trailsport badge. These wheels are 18 inches and the spokes don't stick out beyond the tires, which means they're less likely to get messed up by rocks. If you look inside, you're gonna see an abundance of Trailsport logos. You got orange stitching here, and down there you've got floor mats, which are made for collecting all that mud that you're gonna get when you're out adventuring with your active lifestyle. But what I really like is that the Trailsport isn't just a poser. Honda has really worked to make it a true off-roader. The Trailsport contacts terra firma via Continental Terrain Contact all-terrain tires, whose movement is managed by an off-road tuned suspension with a 1-inch lift. That's all fine, but if I were off-roading a Trailsport, I'd be extra excited about its steel skid plates. They protect the oil pan, gas tank, and transmission, making it much less likely that I'll get marooned in the wilderness. And if things do go awry, there's a full-size spare along with recovery points integrated into the front skid plate and tow hitch. Toss in the new Trail Watch camera system with front and rear washers for sweet 360-degree visibility, plus the iVTM4 all-wheel drive system's ability to smartly apportion torque between the rear wheels, and for a family SUV, the Pilot Trailsport is a surprisingly formidable nature-exploring tool. If you want proof, watch the off-road first drive video my KBB colleague Lynn Woodward shot with a camo-wrapped Trailsport. It's a fun one. I know we're looking at the new Honda Pilot now, but if you have an older Pilot and you're curious how much you should spend to service and repair it, Kelley Blue Book can help. There is a link in the description below. No surprises, but Honda has outfitted the Pilot with a standard suite of active driver assists, including lane keeping assist, automatic emergency braking with pedestrian and bicyclist detection, blind spot warning, and 8 airbags. If all of that sounds exciting, you'll get your chance to buy the new 4th generation Honda Pilot in the winter of 2022. So that's what we know so far, but we still don't know pricing or how the Honda Pilot fares in the real world. If you are as curious as I am, consider that motivation to subscribe to Kelley Blue Book's YouTube channel. Yeah, I ended on a self-promotional note.